Let's be real, in today's world, every single business decision feels like a high-stakes bet. But here's the thing, are those bets actually driving real growth, or are they just, well, guesswork? Let's dive in and find out.
I mean, it's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Are you operating on solid, hard insights, or are you kind of flying blind, just going with your gut? The answer to that can literally be the difference between soaring to new heights and stalling out completely. You know, a lot of companies think their data is solid. But what if it's not? What if it's actually pretty shaky? That's a massive risk. Because when your data is flawed, your decisions aren't really data-driven at all. They're just hunches in a fancy disguise. And those hunches can have some major consequences.
So, where does this all go wrong? Well, a lot of the time, it comes from using traditional market research methods that, honestly, just haven't kept up with the times. Let's really break down the old way versus the new way.
And wow, the difference between the old and new ways is just night and day. Think about something like recall bias. That's when you ask someone, hey, what did you buy a week ago? Or how did you feel about that experience last Tuesday? The memory is fuzzy, right? It's not totally accurate. That's the old way. The new way? It's completely different. It's built on validated consumers and what they're doing right now, capturing feedback in that perfect moment with something called point-of-emotion surveys. And the cost of sticking with that old data? It's not just a number on a spreadsheet. It's a really painful chain reaction. First, you get a negative return on your research investment. That leads to overspending on the wrong marketing, which then results in products that just don't hit the mark. And it all ends with poor strategic decisions that can set your whole company back for years. It's a domino effect you really don't want.
So how do we fix this? Well, the solution, the real secret sauce, is bridging that huge gap between what people say they do and what they actually do. That's the philosophy we're going to unpack right now.
Okay, so how do you get that raw, unfiltered reaction? You do it with this brilliant idea, point-of-emotion surveys. Forget waiting a week. Imagine triggering a survey right after someone walks out of your store or closes your app. By getting their feedback within 24 hours, you're not getting a fuzzy memory. You're getting an immediate, gut-level, genuine reaction. It's fresh. Let me walk you through exactly how this works, step by step. First, the platform observes what consumers are doing in real time, like what apps they're using or what stores they're visiting. Second, that behavior triggers a survey at that perfect point of emotion. Third, it captures their genuine reactions while they're still fresh, within 24 hours. And finally, and this is where the real magic happens, it enriches that survey data by connecting it to their actual observed behaviors, like what websites they visited right before purchase. You get the whole story, not just a tiny piece of it. And hey, don't just take my word for it. This idea of blending what people think with what they do is a huge deal for major brands. Just look at Papa John's. They straight up call this the holy grail of data. And for them, making that holy grail easy to get to, that's the real game changer. So collecting all this amazing data is one thing, right? But how do you actually use it? That's where the dashboard comes in. It's specifically designed to put the insights that matter most to your business right there at your fingertips. No digging required.
And you can use this for so many things. I mean, whether you're trying to figure out how people really feel about your new product, or you're tracking your brand's health in the market, maybe you're fine-tuning the customer experience, or just measuring customer satisfaction. This approach gives you that clear, trended data you've been looking for.
Now, think about what this does for your whole team. You know how it is. Marketing has their data, sales has theirs, product has theirs, and sometimes they don't line up. This changes all that. It creates a single, unified platform, one source of truth about your consumer that everyone can finally agree on and rally behind.
And this dashboard is built for action. It's not just about looking at pretty charts. It gives clear insights to your stakeholders, sure, but it also proactively tells you when a key metric changes, so you're never caught off guard. And because your goals are always changing, you can easily update your KPIs and export whatever you need for your next big presentation. It's super flexible.
So at the end of the day, this is all about turning that powerful data into real, tangible results. It's about drawing a straight line from deep consumer insights directly to confident leadership and, of course, to the bottom line. And that right there is the ultimate payoff. When your leadership team has data that combines what customers say with what they actually do, they are absolutely empowered. They can make quicker, smarter, and way more confident choices that drive the entire business forward.
Which brings us right back to where we started, but with a whole new way of looking at it. It's not just about whether you're using data or hunches anymore. The real question you should be asking yourself is this:
What is all that guesswork truly costing your business?